We've got a little bit of new content to go over for y'all today. Some retro all-star game content, program event. I think something maybe in the pack shop. I'd be surprised if there wasn't anything in the pack shop. In the comment section, as always, I'm curious to see your thoughts on the new content that dropped today. Any cards that maybe you're specifically going for. I know there's at least one in mind. I think that one that I'm thinking of is in the event. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Something that I also want to talk about in the comment section that I might discuss later on in another video a little bit more in depth is I'm a little bit scared for the all-star game content because I don't think those will probably be 99s by the time the all-star game rolls around. I'm not sure if we're going to be at 99s yet for season 2, and if the all-star game cards aren't 99s, I think that's going to be a little bit of a miss, especially for later on in the year. But that's something I want to talk about another day, probably more in depth. I'm curious if anyone else is kind of already feeling the same way. You might be a little bit scared for the all-star game content just with the way the seasons work, with the way the power creeps work. I think it's a little bit interesting, but we can see the retro all-star game program. You can earn a 92 overall Larry Walker. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the program. As we can see, it goes up to 50 points. You can see XP thrown in the program, 7,500 XP every time that you're unlocking a card here in this program. Now, at 5 points, and I'm noticing a few of these packs in the program, at 5 points here in this program, you're going to be able to earn either a show pack or a 1,000 stub voucher. We got 1, 2, 3 of these. So in the program, you can either get 3 show packs or 3,000 stubs as you progress through. We start with an 89 overall Chris Davinsky relief pitcher card, All-Star Game Series, throwbacks to previous All-Star Games. 113 for his hits per 9. That's going to go with the 100 pitching clutch. 80 walks per 9 to go with the 77 control, 75 velo, 97 break. We see the pitch selection in the top right. 4 seams, circle change, and a slider for him. The velo on each of those. Control looking a little bit scary. I get that the hits per 9 is high, but that control scares me a little bit. Good break on that circle change. No quirks for this Chris Davinsky, 89 overall. And how long ago did the season start? I don't mean to keep pausing or anything like that or not going over the content. I just want to see if it says right here real quick. So season 2 started on June 6th. I guess that's like what? 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. Almost 3 weeks ago. I'm a little bit surprised we're still getting 89s if that's what the team affinity started at. But either way, we got 500 stubs at 15 points. Again, one of those packs at 20. Carlos Pena, 89 overall plus 7,500 XP. First baseman here at 25 points in the program. No secondaries for him. 77 contact versus right, 64 versus left. But he's great at power. 110 power versus righties, 105 versus lefties. Only 46 vision for the card. 111 discipline with 86 clutch, 64 fielding, 32 speed, and a few quirks for this 89 overall Carlos Pena. 500 stubs at 30 points, and then one more of these packs at 35. The final player, before the final player, the second to last player, I don't know why I said it like that, Alex Wood. Alex is a great name, probably one of the best names that you could have. But either way, Alex Wood, lefty starting pitcher, 93 hits per 9, but 114 pitching clutch. He's got 84 walks per 9 to go with that 77 controls, 76 velo, 83 break on the card. You can see the pitch selection up in the top right, sinker, circle change, slur, 4-seam fastball. Not a bad pitch selection for the starting pitcher. The velo on each of those, not the best. The control, not the best. I mean, it's hard because it's 91s, Even though Season 2 has been around for a few weeks, I'm still used to the 99s, the higher attributes. It's hard for my brain to adjust for whatever reason. And then we got the pitch break in the top right, circle change and slurve. Not too bad, I guess. No quirks, though, for this 91 Alex Wood. 500 more stubs at 45 points. And then at 50 points, a 92 overall Larry Walker representing the Nationals from that 92 All-Star game. Right fielder, also plays left center and first base. Pretty good fielding for him. 85 fielding, 89 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy, 81 reaction with 80 speed out there in right field. That's not too bad at all. 92 contact versus right, 103 versus left, 73 power versus right, 78 versus left. A little bit of reverse splits for Larry Walker. That 100 clutch is going to help out versus righties. Hurt a little bit versus lefties with runners in scoring position. 80 vision for him. And then he does have a few quirks. Dead red, breaking ball hitter, first pitch hitter, bad ball hitter. Some nice quirks right there. Only one that he's missing for me would be unfazed. That 2-strike one is always one of my favorites. But those are the cards for the Retro All-Star Game program. I would say out of this, looking at them, I'm excited for Larry Walker, all-time Cardinals team build type of deal. But besides that, none of these cards stand out to me personally. Pena's got a lot of power. I assume I'll probably use him maybe in some events or Battle Royale if he pops up. But the only guy I could really see myself using is probably this Larry Walker. We got some moments, 4 moments, 3 points apiece. That's going to get you up to 12 points. Some parallel XP mission, repeatable with All-Star Series and All-Star Game Series. Then you have specific one-time 150 missions with each of the cards you unlock through the program. You got some stat missions, 25 strikeouts with AL relievers, 7 homers with AL first baseman, 25 strikeouts with NL starters. Am I crazy, or for the programs and the cards that we're getting recently in Season 2, am I crazy, or have some of these missions been a little bit outrageous? Like 25 strikeouts for 5 points? Like, to me, that just seems a little bit outrageous. 15 hits is not terrible because you could load your lineup up with right fielders, I guess, you know, try a max elevation ballpark, but 25 strikeouts seems ridiculous to me. Am I tripping? Is anyone watching right now thinking that that's a little bit crazy? We also have Retro All-Star Game event missions, hits in the Retro All-Star Game event. We'll check that out. So 15 hits with any batters for 3 points, 10 RBIs, 3 homers, 7 strikeouts, 2 saves. That's not too bad. Like, these don't seem too bad if you're playing the event, right? If that's something you decide to do, hey, it's awesome to get points for just probably stuff you would earn while playing anyways. But man, like, these strikeout missions especially seem ridiculous to me. I don't know. That's just kind of crazy. We have an extreme moment worth 9 points. Optional. You're not required to do this. Hall of Fame difficulty using Alex Wood. 1 game if you strike out 10 batters without giving up a run. On Hall of Fame difficulty, you get 9 points in the program. So that's going to be the Retro All-Star Game program. There is a Retro All-Star Game event, which we'll check out in just a second. But we do have at least 1 new card to check out in the pack shop. I'm not sure if maybe on Friday we'll get a Retro All-Star Game pack. I was a little bit surprised not to see one today. With the way they've been doing content this year, we can kind of check out the shop. Doesn't seem like there's anything new besides the headliner. We have Pablo Lopez, 93 overall. All-Star Game Series starting pitcher. Is he going to be the highest overall that dropped today? Is the 93 in the shop going to be the highest? I would kind of assume so. I'm not 100% sure, though. But 83 hits per 9 to go with that 102 pitching clutch. He's got 94 control, 96 velo, 99 break. Pitch selection looks pretty solid up in the top right. 4-seam, circle change, slurve, 12-6, and a sinker. Mixing up direction, speeds, things like that. The control looking insane. The issue is he's got 83 hits per 9. The PCIs of your opponents are probably going to be pretty big, but that control is disgusting from Pablo Lopez. The pitch break on the circle change, 12-6, that slurve, not too bad at all, but that control is what really stands out to me about this Pablo Lopez card. Breakout liar, night player, homebody for him. Now, I want to go ahead and check out the events at the end of this video. I guess, actually, there's a conquest map. I don't know if this is new today. I don't know when they would have added this, but the Dodgers have a City Connect uniform in the game now. You can see their icon. There's some XP, a show pack, their banner. There's the bat skin, and then obviously the City Connect uniforms. I don't know if this dropped today or not. It's in the game. If you were wondering, it's right here. I don't remember when it came out. Maybe it was today. Who knows? But the Dodgers have a City Connect conquest map in their jerseys in the game. And I would say this is probably the card I'm most excited for. I'm happy that he's not a 92, just seeing the 93 in the shop. And Jorge Polanco, I love me my switch hitters. We got the Retro All-Star Game events. This event ends on July 2nd. Wait. So they've been giving us shorter events. They had a 5-day event, now a 7-day event. I could have sworn at the beginning of the year they said they weren't going to be doing stuff like this. But maybe you only got to get to 10 wins again. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so there's only 1 card. Okay. I don't know, man. It's like, it's weird to me the way they do content this year. I like that we have rewind packs. Those are back. That's nice to see. So we got 4 wins for the lower tier rewind pack, 7,500 XP, 3 packs of 5 wins. The higher tier rewind pack we can see right here, it's 6 wins, 7,500 XP is 7, couple packs, 3 packs, 8 and 9 wins. And then at 10 wins, 7,500 XP, Jorge Polanco. If you want to make it all the way to 20, there's 7,500 more XP. But let's check out the only new card in the event today. Jorge Polanco, switch hitting shortstop, also plays second and third base. Fielding scares me a little bit. 63 fielding at short, second, or third. Most likely, I think I would want to put him at second with that fielding. The arm's not great. 69 strength, 64 accuracy, 62 reaction, 86 speed for Jorge Polanco. The switch hitter's got 118 contact versus right, 100 versus lefties, 86 power versus righties, 80 versus lefties, 91 vision. Max 125 batting clutch, though, for this Jorge Polanco. A couple quirks on the card. I'm glad this is only a 10-win reward. Like, I love Jorge Polanco. The fielding scares me a little bit. I get that it's only a 93 overall. You probably can't have that fielding much higher without making him a higher overall. But this content drop, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it. Larry Walker seems solid. Jorge Polanco seems solid besides the defense. Probably would stick him at second base. Pablo Lopez has great control, but the hits per 9 is low. This is just like a weird content drop to me. I get that it's just the middle of the week one. We got some more stuff coming on Friday. Let's go ahead and check out that calendar. But today's a weird little content drop. You know, I'm not feeling too excited about it. There's a few cards that I kind of want or maybe want to try out. But overall, you know, I don't know if I was expecting more from the Retro All-Star Game program and event. But I just feel a little bit underwhelmed today, I guess. Coming on Friday, we got another roster updates. We have Season Awards Drop 4. New Battle Royale program. I'd be surprised if we didn't get a Retro All-Star Game pack. I'm not necessarily saying I want that. I would rather have more cards in the program or more dropped in the event rather than just one. But, you know, they've consistently been dropping packs in addition to the other stuff. So I was a little bit surprised not to see one today, even though, you know, I would rather have the content be in programs or something grindable like an event, right? I would much rather have that than just throw in the new cards in the pack shop. But we got Larry Walker, Jorge Polanco, among some others. I'm interested to see what y'all think of it down in the comment section. As always, if you enjoy the videos, feel free to let me know by dropping a like. Maybe consider subscribing. We daily upload on the channel, over 7 years in a row, going strong. So I appreciate y'all showing up, continuing to show love and support every single day. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you as always for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.